A blessed day everyone! Ako nga po pala si Teacher Lumaban. Ang pag-uusapan po natin sa vlog ko na ito about sa applied entrepreneurship, introduction and relevance of entrepreneurship. Sana po ay may matutunan kayo. Kung hindi pa po kayo nakasubscribe, mag-subscribe na po. Maraming salamat po at God bless.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Origin of the word entrepreneur. Karamihan ng mga pangalan ng tao, lugar o bagay ay may mga pinagmulang kahulugan, kwento o isang magandang alaala. Pero alam mo ba kung saan galing ang salitang entrepreneur? Kung hindi mo pa alam, ang salitang entrepreneur ay galing sa Middle French verb na entreprendre, na ang ibig sabihin ay to begin something. Ngayon, alam mo na.
This time, we will discuss what is entrepreneurship. Using the definition of entrepreneurship that typically focus on establishing and managing the business, entrepreneurship is the process of creating, launching, and managing the business operation. What do entrepreneur process? They process creation. They create new business. They create new ideas. They create goods or service. They create new procedure. After the process of creation, the next step is the process of launching. They launch the created new business. They launch the created new ideas. They launch the created new goods or service. And they launch the created new procedure. And the last process is the managing. They manage the new ideas, the new business, the new goods or services, and the new procedure. That's why entrepreneurship is the process of creating, launching, and managing the business operation. Remember, entrepreneurship is a process of creating, launching, and managing the business operation. After we have studied what is entrepreneurship, it is time to study what is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is an individual that develops new creation and assumes the risk of setting up a business to produce product that will satisfy the customer needs and wants. Remember, entrepreneur is an individual and an entrepreneurship is a process. What kind of individual is an entrepreneur? It develops creation. What kind of creation? Creation of new business, creation of new ideas, creation of new goods and service, and creation of procedure. This individual assume risk because the creation has no assurance of survival, which means it doesn't know if the creation will earn income or survive to the market. It gives satisfaction to the customer to fulfill what is essential to the customer and what is the desire of the customer. Essential to the lives or to the daily transaction of the customer. Desire to the customer because this is what the customer wants. Remember, an entrepreneur is an individual And an entrepreneurship is a process. For a wider definition of an entrepreneur has the ability to find and act on opportunities and translate these opportunities into product that will satisfy the market. This entrepreneur has the capacity to recognize the market potential of creativity and organize the resources needed like capital, talent, and other resources that can turn creation into a beautiful market innovation. Our next topic is about entrepreneur and business individual. What is the difference between entrepreneur and business individual? First, all entrepreneurs are business individuals, and not all business individuals are entrepreneurs, because an entrepreneur is a business individual that is not satisfied with its current performance and always find ways to improve and grow. An entrepreneur is a creative person who introduces new ideas to run the business, but the business individual is a person who follows already existing ideas. An entrepreneur is innovative in person. A businessman is traditional. The goal of an entrepreneur is customer-oriented. The goal of the business individual is profit-oriented. The risk margin of an entrepreneur is high. The higher the risk, the better for an entrepreneur. To a business individual, they go into business in a lower risk. In market position, an entrepreneur is the market leader. In a business individual, the market position is a market player. The orientation of an entrepreneur is opportunity-oriented. The orientation of the business individual is resource-oriented. That is the difference between entrepreneur and business individual. Always remember, all entrepreneurs are business individual, but not all business individual are entrepreneur.
Ngayon, pagkatapos natin pag-aralan kung anong entrepreneur, ngayon pag-usapan naman natin ang relevance of the subject entrepreneurship.
The relevance of the subject entrepreneurship. Do you know that education is the strength behind every economy of the country, directly or indirectly? For this reason, various schools had adopted modernization and have started making learners to work in groups to solve problems, learn online, and integrate science with arts. However, most of the learner needs additional advanced skills and innovative thinking to work through the modern day challenges in the workplace. Therefore, entrepreneurship ability to start a business, think creatively, and aspiringly is essential in the school curriculum. Entrepreneurship learning serves as an outstanding foundation for the types of creative, innovative ideas we need to succeed in a modern economy.
The first relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is the ability to think critically. Critical thinking is essential to be successful in the business world. Sadly, it is not suitable for traditional subjects. The company and real life are not very likely to perform smoothly always, especially when there are unpredictable factors. The entrepreneurship education shows to the learners the various opportunities to learn, and to think critically, then analyze the possibilities. The awareness of all the relevant factors and understanding how they affect each other is the basis of a smart decision-making process. The learners must be exposed to real-world situations and learn from their own experiences. This learning cannot usually attain in reading books. The second relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is to be able to make a difference. In able to make a difference, the learning entrepreneurship must build a unique mindset to the learner in identifying the real need and problems and solving them. They find difficulties that need to be solved, develop a solution for them. They attempt to solve problems, satisfy needs, and reduce problem areas with the help of their products. By engaging in entrepreneurship programs, learners become able to create their futures, and they are ready to make a difference in the world. The third relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is the impact on community development. The skills obtained in studying entrepreneurship, such as financial literacy, money management, and strong interpersonal skills, are not only helpful, but also applicable for day-to-day life and transaction. The entrepreneurship studies are also beneficial to society, and the benefits of entrepreneurs in the economy are not a question. Newly established businesses and entrepreneurial innovation are essential for any community for a higher quality of life, for technological progress, and the creation of new jobs. The company founded by the entrepreneurs contributed a large share of new jobs.
The fourth relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is the individual growth and development. Studying entrepreneurship benefits learners and students from various social and economic backgrounds, because it teaches them to develop unique skills and think outside the box. Furthermore, it builds opportunity, imparts confidence, ensures social justice, and stimulates the economy. It also provides young entrepreneurs with the abilities and knowledge to come up with business ideas. That involves helping them to learn about core business fields such as accounting, finance, management, marketing, and sales, and broaden skills such as adaptability, effective communication, and confidence. Now we are finished discussing the fourth relevance of the subject entrepreneurship, which is the individual growth and development. I believed it's time to discuss the next relevance of the subject. The fifth relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is living with the risk. The output of entrepreneurship programs to the learners is it teaches them that the risk is a normal part of development. We are living on it, and it must treat ordinarily. It is already a common reaction to stay away from the risks, but in reality, it is the best path to take. From a business perspective, the risk is only a natural occurrence. To be successful, it requires working on the character traits and persistence in taking the risk. The program of entrepreneurship promotes these character traits. Therefore, it is beneficial for learners when they are already in a real-life situation. The sixth relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is readiness for an uncertain future. The learners face an uncertain future full of global difficulty, social and environmental issues. Every year work activities are creating roles, responsibilities, and challenges for the workforce. Therefore, there is no right prediction of what the student needed to know. The program of entrepreneurship teaches learners essential life skills that will assist them survive this uncertain future. The skills obtained in entrepreneurship include problem solving, collaboration, empathy, as well as learning to accept defeat as part of the growth process. The seventh relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is significance. The benefit of acquiring entrepreneurial skills over more common subjects is that they do not apply to a career as an entrepreneur. The skills needed to begin your own business are applicable in any field, and would also be desirable attributes for being an employee. Having a broad range of business-relevant skills obtained by studying entrepreneurship would make you an excellent candidate in most fields. Therefore, skills developed in entrepreneur courses usually apply to all areas of business, and do not sacrifice creativity or obstruct the opportunity to a specific career. The last and the eighth relevance of the subject entrepreneurship is tap into unrealized skills. Regular education programs ranging from elementary education to universities are optimized to show the education for everyone model. While the idea behind this movement is excellent and positively good, however, it doesn't signify that it delivers out the best in the students. Many learners forgot their talents and driven to study traditional subjects. Studying entrepreneurship is not the same as learning anything else. The concept is to encourage the learners to identify their strengths, talents, and to work on improving them. In real-life situations, there are various successful entrepreneurs, but not that good as a student in their time.
Pagkatapos po natin pag-usapan ng Introduction and Relevance of Entrepreneurship, mag-review po muna tayo. Saan bang galing ang salitang entrepreneur? Entrepreneur ay galing sa salitang French middle verb na entreprendre, na ibig sabihin to begin something. Sunod, entrepreneurship is a process of creating, launching, and managing. Ang sumunod din, an entrepreneur is an individual that develops a new creation. Tingnan niyo po pinagkaiba ha. Ang entrepreneurship is a process at ang entrepreneur po is an individual. At all entrepreneur are business individual, but not all business individual are entrepreneur. Yan po ang pinagkaiba. Bago po tayo matapos sa topic na relevance of the subject entrepreneurship, isa-isahin po muna natin yung mga relevance upang maalala po natin. Una ang ability to think critically. Ito yung mga awareness mo sa mga relevant factors at intindihin mo ano ba itong mga factors na ito. Tapos, paano siya makaka-apekto sa isa't isa upang makagawa ka ng smart decision making na gagamitin mo sa operation ng business mo o sa araw-araw mo pa umuhay. Pangalawa ang be able to make a difference. Ito yung paghahanap mo ng problema at paggawa ng solusyon sa problema nakita mo. Tapos yung sunod-sunod ay ang impact on community development. Ito yung diba yung na resulta o yung tulong na ibigay ng isang entrepreneur, yung pagkakaroon ng higher quality of life, syempre sa mga na-resolve mong problema o sa paggawa mo ng difference or technological progress kasi nga in-improve mo isang bagay and creation of new jobs. Siyempre, pag may ginawa ka isang bagay o may in-improve ka, nagkakaroon ito ng trabaho. Tapos yung individual growth and development. Siyempre, pag entrepreneur ka, siyempre, alam mo yung yung accounting. Siyempre, kung saan ka entrepreneur, makikita na hindi alam ang accounting, dapat alam mo yan. I-develop nyo sa kanya, alam niya yung trabaho ng finance. Alam niya din paano mag-manage ng negosyo, ng business, at mga resources ng organization. Alam niya mag-market ng product niya or ng product ng pagkakatrabahuan niya at ng sales ng kanyang kumpanya o ang kumpanyang kanyang pinagtatrabahuhan. Tapos susunod yung living with the risk. Hindi ko naman sinasabi magtaya ka ng loto kasi risk. Ang sinasabi lang dito, normal part ng buhay natin yung risk. Lahat ay may risk. Imbis na atrasan yung risk, ang ginagawa dito ng isang entrepreneur, talagang sinusugod yung risk, hinaharap yung risk at ginagawa ng solusyon. Readiness for an uncertain future. Ito yung mga ready ka sa mga pagbabago. Kaya ka ready sa pagbabago kasi alam mo na yung mga posibilidad kung pwedeng mangyari. Ano man mangyari, nakahanda ka kasi may proper training ka as an entrepreneur. Sunod yung significance, di ba? Kasi applicable ang entrepreneurship sa lahat ng field. Diba? Alam na nga natin yan, kahit saan ka mapunta, ready ka bilang entrepreneur. Papunta ka man sa accounting field, sa finance field, sa management field, sa marketing field, at sa sales, ready ka. Kasi may training ka as entrepreneur. At ang last ay ang tap into unrealized skills, di ba? Kasi bilang entrepreneur, sa training mo, dito, hinahanap mo kung ano ba yung lakas mo, yung strength mo, at yung talent mo para mas papaganda pa ang trabaho mo bilang negosyante o trabaho mo bilang empleyado. Ganyan po ha. Yan po ang tandaan natin ang isang entrepreneur, hindi lang po yan pa personal, kundi yan po ay pang kalahatan. Maraming salamat po at God bless always. Sana may natutunan po tayo. Bago po mag-out, mag-ano po muna tayo. Mga ino-notify po muna ako. Maraming salamat po. God bless.